And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to the AC engineer, technicians. Shout out to whatever your profession is. Shout out to you. Shout out to shout out King Big says shout out the engineers. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to every clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on another morning, another beautiful morning, giving thanks and praises and feeling good. The chat is open this morning, and I left the chat open because the chat will be closed for the rest of the week. So if you don't have your name in green, go get your membership to be a part of the chat. Yeah, I'm opening up the chat every now and then because, we don't want to alienate everybody. But just so I say it again, the chat is actually for the people them who have their membership, right? So go get your membership, man. It don't cost much. Help us to help ourselves and help us to help others as well. That's all it is. But shout out to you for tuning in anyways this morning, even if your name is not in green. We're going to talk about a whole heap of things this morning. Listen, I have a 13-minute video piece. I'm sure a lot of you probably heard it, but there's a 13-minute video of a rant from Tony Matterhorn's Too Much Freebies, Kaitai Jai Empress. See, once the people in green start saying too much freebies is a problem. The only reason I'm doing this one is because I wasn't on yesterday and I felt like giving back something to everybody today, right? And today is what? Today is Thursday. So yeah, I'll have to make it up to the people in green. It's probably gonna be like a weekend live with only for them. They alone can get in the chat, and we'll do all that, right? We'll make it up to you. We'll make it up to you. I promise. I promise. So we're gonna talk about Tony Matterhorn and his woman now, his wife, who takes to social media and pretty much says she's exposing him 13 minutes long, feeling like she was used for green card and then for citizenship, not green card, for citizenship in the US. And she's ranting and she's saying a whole lot. I have quite a piece to say about that, but me I gotta take it somewhere else because man and man have relationship and them own relationship issues and these kind of things. So stay tuned for that part. Beachy Stout case update. Beachy Stout is in court now before the judge with his 4 attorneys going through this murder trial for his second wife, Tonya, who was much younger than he was. She could have been his granddaughter. Neither here nor there, though. There's some update information to what's going on with that case. Remember, I told you I would keep you up to date. All right, so I've given you day 1. I've given you day 2. Day 3 just happened, so I'm going to give you day 3 of what took place in court and where this case is headed. We're going to talk a little bit about Nicki Minaj husband. Nicki Minaj husband was seen out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie up, his hat down like this. Where you at, pussy? Where you at? While you planning that vacation, we planning your funeral, pussy. This Nicki Minaj husband, right? On video, to the public world, the internet, and then this happened after with law enforcement. We're going to talk about that. Tory Lanez's new mugshot, because Tory Lanez is now heading off to prison, and he has a new mugshot, and this new mugshot is buzzing. We're going to talk a little bit about that whole situation as well. And then there's some updated information for the Donaldson, Noel Maitland case, and we'll get into that as well. Kaitai Jai Empress, I'm outside. I'm outside. Yeah, we outside. We run these streets. Yeah. hey, where do I start? Y'all want to start with the 13-minute Tony Matterhorn Tony Matterhorn wife claiming she's exposing him, and I want to start this up. Big up to all the people tuning in. I'm not calling in too much names this morning because we have a lot of material to cover. Seeing? Arlene King says the people who are saying too much. What? Hold on. Arlene King says the people who are saying too much freebie, just remember in life is not how much do you have, is how much you give. Arlene, that no make that no make it. That don't make it. That hear why that no make it, Arlene. That no make it because, and I appreciate you being here, and I notice your name is not in green, but you are saying that the people who are saying too much freebies, them must just remember that it's not how much you have, it's how much you give. I want you really think about that, I want you really think about that because you see them people here name in green, them a lot of them not really have it like that per se, but them still find something to give. That's why their name is in green and they're committed to giving. Not you convince me more and more if slim down on the freebies for real. That name make it. That never call for. I want you think. I want you really, really think about what you just say. Yeah? So there's they're saying Tony, we'll start with Tony. Let me sip my tea. It's nothing but a piece of green lime squeezing at this like warm water and eating and try to stay healthy somewhat. Mm-mm. Yeah. So Tony Ross. Tony rotted. This is a rotted case, man. Let me just go ahead and play it. It hooked up, queued to the speakers, and is ready to go. All right. Hear this. Before I play this video, though, let me put out my disclaimer. I have no dog in this fight. I will approach this from the perspective of, based on exactly what I heard, and I will try to be as balanced in my view as possible and as realistic as possible, although this might take us down some lanes and avenues. See? So big up yourself, Tony. You're a legend. This is Mr. Tony Matterhorn himself. And big up to the wife who apparently is about to be ex-wife, who things and times change and people grow apart and don't like each other anymore when they used to be so in love and all these other things. Me no know, but we'll get into our commentary. Make we go with this. I bear Tony me say so overwhelmingly this morning. We are gonna start out right. That's all. Don't worry, be happy. Said I heard this the other day. It's a wow. All right. Cock your ears that way, yeah. First, the video starts. I'm on Facebook. First, the video starts with him, and then the camera just flick around. So I don't know he was in the presence of her while she was saying all this, because how else would he be on the same footage, right? But anyhow, when I talk about the voice note, they have an actual video to it, and some of you might have seen it. But here we go with what was said. Pay attention.
Backstage with this nigga laptop bag. All of a sudden, how convenient you got your citizenship. Should I walk? I'm gonna tell you, selector bridging them right now. We need papers. You fucking ungrateful. How much of your selector friend them? You got your 10-year green card. Should have been walk.
Pardon me. Let me set this up, because not everybody up on the same page. If you know already, you know. Let me set this up properly. Tony Matterhorn's wife believes that she was used. Another Jamaican man married her, used her for American citizenship, and now that he has it, like as soon as him get it, he cut out the relationship. She's saying, you left me high and dry, basically, right? But we are gonna hear how she style up the thing and how she tell her side.
No, you don't walk. You don't walk. You don't walk. No, you didn't walk. Your bone face choose to walk out on me. I'm gonna pick me and I don't give a fuck. None of your friend them, none of your big man friend them, none of your core them, and link you and say, my youth, what to fix what go on here? No. No, you was bald face chest out that you walking out, because guess what? This is what you planned. When you got your citizenship, you done with me. Whether I'm up or not. It's deuces. No. Me a talk.
Talk, mama, talk.
Disrespect me to my family, them don't want me. All right. I don't want you neither, nigga. But it's the respect. And the respect. This can't fix. No, your chest out. So 1 month me a wallet. Your walkouts, Airbnb, you name it. Eh? How much people want me and tell me all the man out of the league? Me a top girl for them blood clot man there. Eh? No. You had to make sure your shit was good. You never consider me and my 4-year-old. You have a child was still in a pull-ups. Eh? You never hold it. You never try to come fix it. I didn't even get a fucking apology. That nigga put his hands on me. No, you never hold it. That's why your mama, your dirty sister England, little love, that's why all of them can come disrespect me because they been knew what you was about. I'm gonna hold it with them too. I know 1 and 2. Pressure bust pipe, man. But being a wall out. Baby mothers that get disrespected. You got child older than me. Almost, I'm lying. They almost reach my age. Your oldest is 25. I'm 31. What the fuck am I saying? Excuse me. You got child old enough to go through the USCIS process and get you your shit. Yeah, you got child old enough. The way I'm a fucking frost right now, me all a chat fuckery. But be not wallet. But you cool. You're fucking cool. You know what I'm going through behind closed door. You know the dedication I put in with school. You know everything. You make this bitch a disrespect me and me a wallet. I ain't holding shit. Why didn't you walk when you had your 10-year? Look how much man want them 10-year green card.
Much man.
Eh? Look how much man have them 10-year green card and walk. Why you never walk? No. No, Yamabella, me a slave for you. Eh? Because I'm dependent on you because I was full-time in school. I'm a slave to you while you do your fuck shit. The minute me lick out now and your friend them, he stopped talking to Super Twitch. He done with them and them I call name. He done with Kareem Hype, all of them for his whole. So it's worth 20 of their friendships and it's worth his marriage. This one bitch I say my gal is. How you a gal say you all of your friend them and choose this me that gave you your shit in America for one gal, one stay bad boss up gal. Who you see her too? And here her name is Miss Successful something. But me not even know the.
On the part me and give me a minute for laugh, yeah, man. Hey, nobody can cuss you like Jamaican woman. Remember me telling you that? Hey. When a Caribbean people cuss, period, right? All across the board. But when a Jamaican woman cuss you, you are cussed. No, you are not cursed, you are cussed. Just say one bust up. One bust up, stay bad girl. But call herself Miss Success. It was on the CR too. Yo. Yeah, hold on there. Make her go back in this year, but I make mama call, make she go and vent, because she's venting. She's venting, and I'm not laughing at their issues, but that's a laugh about what she just said. See? All right, let's go back.
The bitch pages me that tag her.
She hurt.
Pressure box blood clot pipe. Me put up enough, Dolly. Dolly, me a talk. Me a talk, boy, move out. And leave me and my child, me a talk.
Wow.
A few things left in here for boy pick up. Everybody want encouraging. Belly pain. Yeah. You should have leave me without a child. Else me that wallet. You should have leave me with some money. Else me that shut up. Me a talk out of my nice clean mouth. Yeah. All of a sudden, boy, I'm
Wait. Hold on. Did I just hear a cash register? Hold on. Because this ain't pre-edited.
It's just me that tag her. Pressure box blood clot pipe. Me put up enough. Dolly, me a talk. Me a talk, boy, move out. I leave me and my child. Me a talk. A few things left in here for boy pick up. Everybody want encouraging. Belly pain. Yeah. You should have leave me without a child. That's me that wallet. You should have leave me with some money. That's me that shut up. Yeah, talk out of my nice clean mouth.
That's wild. Yeah.
All of a sudden, boy, I'm in a deck. After you get through and get citizenship. Dirty man. dirty 51-year-old man. When you don't hear nobody say them not care, nobody come out of the blood-clad country. These are the reasons why. Pretend an old marriage and sit down with it for 7 years, October 23rd. The way all me hold up my head, you should have want to kiss my foot. Come on, bin should have skin out my nice fat, enough ears left night. I should have sick. What I say? I should have sick from all. After all this boy come down and roll face, I come style me, make girl I come style me. Eh? Yeah, old dirty man.
Hold on there.
And I walk around to Instagram or convenient all this year.
Wait. Me can't make everything just go forward, so because some of the things I'm gonna forget what to say. Okay, because I address because it long. It's 13 minutes long and we're halfway through it already. So let's bear through the other half. But ladies, listen. Bun for bun, I'm gonna dirty you up. Honestly. And Manto, listen to that too. Bun for bun only dirty you up. And not only that, but she said she should have skin out her nice, clean. And you hear the little cat say meow. So you know what she talk about the kitty. She should have skin it out and take hood in me meow and all these things. Meaning she should have been giving herself away all along to other men or somebody else while she was married. No dignity in that moment. I don't care how upset you get. No dignity is in that. You end up getting laughed at the end of the day. Yeah, me have some real story to tell about them, something that too. And it all comes back around. The only person that got shamed in all of it was the same woman, and she was hurt. She said me did hurt, and I was trying my best to hurt you, right? And she ended up hurt herself. All our friend them God left her. All our friend them start tell me about how she's a big whore. You know, yo, me can't believe. Let me tell you who she ride, who she do this with, who she do that with. And these were close friends of hers. So at the end of the day, no make nobody push you down them road there. But do it, girl. Him not behave right. Burn him and all these things. That's a dirty part of our culture that actually needs to be eradicated. It needs to be stopped because you don't win. You just dirty up yourself, right? But you know when them say nothing like a woman scorn, and when a good girl goes bad, well, hey, just don't go bad. Anyhow, let's get back to this. Make sure talk our talk. Matter of fact, let me bring it back a little bit. Make sure talk our talk.
A nice fat, enough ears left in it. Me should have sick. What me say? Me should have sick from all. After all this boy come down and roll face, I come style me, make girl I come style me. Eh? You old dirty man. And I walk around to Instagram or convenient all this year about happy birthday, Bella. Happy birthday, Bella. Can't put wife, because what you promise, girl. And this that you not even know. This is not me, but guess what? They took wickedness care and done. Eh? Wickedness care not done. Me have enough. Me had enough. Me attack. Because none of them big man friend them now and tell him, no, go have some respect. Even if you're done, have a little respect and leave with class, go file a divorce. No, you don't file no divorce. You're just out here. And I listen to the little boy ask me questions. I talk to the boy act like him better than me. Nigga, I'm out your fucking league. You hear me? I'm out of your league. Go suck your mama. Go suck out Miss Maggie. Cause all of them coerce you and put you for disrespect me. Go suck out your mama. You hear me say, go suck out Miss Maggie. Just like how the boy Craft tell you, go suck your real mother. Go suck your real mother. Yeah. Go suck out your real mother, Matterhorn. Tony Matterhorn, go suck out your real mother. Yeah. Go suck out your real mama. Me say that. Go suck your real mother. Dirty boy. Go fix your teeth.
Fix your teeth.
How much money could I save? You could have buy houses, you gear out your money on your days. Wicked boy, the karma will go reach you. Then if you know when it's a reach you, say no coincidence. Dirty man. Go suck out your real mother. You think I lick on my wall? From baby mother, so much people are disrespect me. Carry my child got Jamaica when he was 5 months and carry him over Portmore and he got sick. I brought the right water for this lady to boil. Because American people cannot drink Jamaican pipe water. And the little boy gets sick. His sister called me. Me not say nothing to woman. Me only hear sister call me dirty blood clot Bella. And them style and me hold it. Me hold it. Sister, everybody can disrespect me. You know, set no orders with your pitney walk and tell people how me eating pity them after him not set nothing. Because guess what? He had made up his mind to use and abuse me. When the benefits done last year, we're going to take out Mercedes GLE with my credits. No, everything was good. Everything was good. But this year, when I become citizen, you hype. Boy, the funny I ask, you don't need me. You don't need me. I have to reach media. Because when him out there and I doing fuckery, nobody not tell him say, no, you can't do this. I know these people don't care, but him need to be exposed. I don't care me, I look. He need to get exposed. I see that. Go suck your real mother, Matterhorn. Go suck your real mother. Yeah, me say that. And go suck out your girl Tashana Grant from Spain Town. Because if any badness she has said, remember, say a badness, me say too. Because like when I feel say me a fool to this. Me a fool to this.
Wait there. Is a bad girl?
Talk out of my blood clot mouth. Because no girl can make me get gunshot at Jamaica. Because commissioner your name there too. Make Matterhorn savior. You can't hide under nowhere Spain Town. Because with a Mobile versus Spain Town. Go suck your real mother.
Guns rising up.
Suck out your girl Tashana. Dirty Matterhorn. Tony Matterhorn. Yeah. Dirty man. Benefits them went up. You don't get. You're citizen now, you're hot. Bumbo clap badness. None of them now that me look over my shoulder. 2.5 years me dey pressure me burn in a nursing school. While him out here Jamaica. Girl a Coral Springs everywhere him go.
She say, well,
come for the fat. No, him a cheat. She not special, but that
wanna clear the language, because I don't know who do that version here, but they obviously didn't want the curse words on their thing. It says she said 2.5 years she did a nursing school while Tony was out here fucking for Jamaica. Like it's a championship. She say all the text message them girl text him a talk about come for the fat kitty or the fat pum pum and all these things. So you hear a lot of sound effects and these things. This is what's being blocked out, right? All right. Almost there.
Mrs. Taylor, and I come at me. And then boy fly and go preserve and set girl a yard. Whoa. Like papers put on for she. Because she can only go to Germany. Go suck out your real mother. Me hurt. Me very hurt. Because boy not even deserve a page much as a blue book. I wish I could have stopped it. But that is not the art me have. I'm making go on through the whole process. But I only deal with my child. And they pick me and ask questions.
That part there.
Make me have to talk. Because boy gone and make up his mind, say him not coming here, so him not care or nothing go.
Wow.
Go suck out your real mother, Matterhorn. Go suck out your real.
So he make up his mind. So Tony move out. She says only a few pieces of clothes left for him come grab from the house. But all them things gone. He move out piece by piece, it look like, until, and she never noticed, I guess, until now. Nothing not there. Whoever else left there, him not care about it. And him said, no matter what, him not going back there. So she looked like she would have actually tried work it with him if him did come back there. But no matter what, he's not going back there.
Real mama, yeah. Go suck out your real mother.
God no, girl.
Pressure bus pipe. Suck out your real mama and go suck out your girl. Make you and your girl come different. Because anything do me, I could have even foot at her.
Obviously.
Do me and you and your girl.
Anything
reach me. I Tony Matterhorn and him bitch from Spanish Town, Tashana Grant. Anything do me a them. I could have even my foot hurt me. A P unknown call me. I get Tracy back at Jamaica, St. Catherine. Me he call I come from. And he makes you stay and terrorize me, not do nothing about it. Boy, I just move out. But please, girl, while my son stay confused, go suck out a real mother. Yeah. When nobody call me, cause I been a wallet, I not play no cree. Them boy, they are wicked. Immigration for know about you, but you get what you get. You get what you get. I hope you put her somewhere. Go and go file for her now and come put her in this country. Come put her here.
Like that, I go on.
Come put her here.
Look.
Don't talking to people because guess what? My part 2 are pictures and everything me I show.
She promises.
Don't care people me talk about. Don't care one here. Them need to know about him. Them need to know about the dirty man. Don't need to know about him. Tell him to post him a real wife on him page. Because as far as me don't know if boy commit bigger because girl adamant about her Mrs. Taylor.
Right.
Yeah. Right, that's what she. Right. A dirt. Me now hold on nothing for no wicked boy. From a dirt. And that is it. Dirt. Yeah. From a dirt.
I mean dead.
Dirt.
Dead.
From a dirt.
That mean if I dead, I dead.
Nobody considered
if I murder. If I gunshot.
Come fix everything else in America. So I'm not spare no boy.
That mean?
No boy, I'm not spare. No boy, I'm not spare.
Right in front of you, to not true.
Mrs. Taylor.
You can hear the youth.
Entertainment for the community.
All right. That is the end of that. You can hear the little youth. I not even did listen to it so far all the way through to the end. But you can hear the little youth in the background. So I'll start off at the end and then I'll backtrack, right? A counselor said the other day, most people think that when your relationship gets to a point where, it gets tumultuous, so you start arguing all these things. People think that if you have children, the best thing to do is to break up and go your separate ways. But what you're actually doing when you do that, you're confirming to your children that the best thing to do when adversities arise in our relationship is leave, pack up and run. She said, if you're having arguments in front of your children and they see it, although she wouldn't advise it, but let's be realistic, it happens. And if you're having these arguments in front of these children, right, the best thing you can do to counterbalance that is to show them the makeup process as well. That way your children will learn that people go through things, but you work your stuff out, right? And you get back to a place of loving. But if these children never see the makeup and the loving, and all them see is mommy and daddy argue all the time, and then them turn worse enemy, and boom, them gone them separate ways. Now me in a single mother home or single father home, I'm getting bust between two homes. I gotta choose sides when anything come up, all this other stuff. For them whole world, the children's whole world just get ED. You know what I mean? And you as a grown person, you can process all that stuff you're saying, but them picnic they can't process none of it. It's literally like a blow to the child, like in their conscious. Right? Not a physical blow, but it hurts like a physical blow internally to the child. That is how deep they take the things that you're saying. You and your person where you're arguing, we're not going to say hurtful things and all these things. Later on, I bite tongue and bite lip and sweet wine and all these things and make it up back. And then sometime down the road, argue the same way again and then find a place back. But the kids don't know that. So the kids have internalized the foolishness, right? And them not see no makeup behind it. So now you have instilled that in them. Run. Every time you're in a relationship and things go bad, run. Every time. This is the reason why any counselor will tell you this, right? Your past does matter. If people have been through tumultuous relationships, if they were raised in a certain way, in a certain home, no matter how you love them in a relationship, if they have not consciously gotten to the point where they recognize that that did something to who they are now, you're in for a hell of a ride, right? And your relationship most likely is going to be affected by that, by their past as well. Seeing? So when we hear the little boy in that background just now, I was like, damn. And you know, the part that she said is our child she worried about because he's 4. 4 is old enough to ask questions. Where my daddy at? Mommy, where's daddy? Mommy, how come I'm not seeing daddy? Especially if he's used to that is his home, where him live in the home, married to him woman, see him picnic all the time, and then all of a sudden this child just doesn't see that parent anymore. That's wicked, man. That's super wicked. That's super wicked. Because that child is traumatized. Whether you want to admit it or not, the child is traumatized. That is a traumatic event for any person, any little person. Any one of you in here listening right now, of the 720 people in here, if you remember one of your parents walking out or cutting or leaving, I want you to say how that made you feel and how you internalized that and how it affected you throughout the rest of your life. Because when people are do them something there, when they're walking away for stupidness, when Mina said there are no reason to walk away from a relationship for, because there are. But if you put yourself consciously in this relationship, you said this is a marriage, you said this is us together for life, I'll never leave you, you my partner, whatever, and you make some frivolous foolishness and you created children in it, and then you make some frivolous foolishness just draw you away from it, all you're really saying is that child wasn't that important. This union wasn't that important. You, my partner, you really wasn't that important. Bye. Peace out. I'm on doing my thing. And no concern whatsoever for that child that's going to be saying, where's your daddy? Mommy, where's my daddy? Day 2 pass, day 3 pass, day 4 pass. They're not going to forget their parent. You think they're going to forget. Oh, they're young, they'll forget. No, they're not going to forget their parent. It's burnt into their brain and they're going to always remember their parent. Jasmine says, I'm still crying. They're always going to remember that. They're always going to remember the moment we parted ways, how the conditions under which it happened. The last time I saw him, if you have on a brown shirt and some blue jeans and some white sneakers, that's exactly what that child is going to remember. My only memory of my dad is seeing him walk away from us. I didn't know he was leaving for good at that time, but I still remember vividly today, a brown shirt, blue jeans, some white sneakers. And, they know. They know. So one of the things we need to normalize is start really putting children first. When you made up your mind to have babies and you never have no accident baby, you need to start to put your children first. A lot of people claim that they put their children first. Them talk a lot. Oh, me love my picnic them. Me will do anything for them. Anything. Yeah, until it's time to do anything. And then you put yourself first. You understand? So don't let it be a talk. Let it actually be reality. And that's how you actually really live. Because at the long run end of it, nobody gets hurt more out of that than the child. I'm sure Tony Matterhorn's wife was no virgin when he met her. That means that she's been with other men before him. And she's been through relationships that didn't work out before. And she understands the process of getting together, falling in love, breaking up, splitting apart. She can balance that as a big woman. She's 31. Him is a big man. Him is 51. Him been through relationships before to same thing. They can balance that. And the more relationships you've been through and the more breakups you've been through, I guess your heart gets colder and colder with each one. That's why, again, it's not a good reason. I mean, it's not a good way or thing to do. So it's just a cycle of pain that continues. And my hurt right now, the way I'm hurt, me not give a fuck about nothing. I me not care and just talk all this stuff in front of a 4-year-old. Do you know that that's considered child abuse? Them want to be careful. But talking all that stuff in front of a 4-year-old, that 4-year-old is internalizing it like it's darts. You ever throw a dart on a dartboard yet? Yeah, that's how them hurtful things you're saying is sticking in the consciousness of this 4-year-old. And your plan does not involve showing him the makeup process. So he sees no other way. He sees no other way. He's gonna learn when me get mad, I cuss my gal, and then me I pack up my things and left. And that's it. Well, live through Erica's TV said, when I listen to Tony talk, he sounds cold. No romance, no feelings. Never met him, but that's what comes across. Well, your perception of people when you see them on camera could very well be off, to my friend. So I don't even know. I'm not gonna speak on. I know it's your opinion still, but I'm not gonna speak on that too much. Another thing that grabbed me about all this stuff, what she said, right? Me no want you either. Well, if you don't want him, why you rile up yourself? If you this is another thing that people do. Like, you hold on to people that you don't really want. You don't want him. People we don't want you, but then we want what comes with you. You know what I mean? If you're so sure you don't want somebody, leave. And let it be just that. I didn't want the person anymore, but don't wait for them to leave, or when they leave, they hear how much you never want them. Maybe that's the energy they were feeling in the first place, which led them to actually leaving you. We know she hurt, yes, but I'm sure he's hurt too. I'm sure he's hurt too. People always make it seem like, oh, the man is just a piece of stone, him roll out. She, full of emotion, she's heartbroken. No, men hurt too. When you have to walk away from your children, that hurts. Any good man is hurt. Matter of fact, if this is not my statistics, this is statistics that are shown. Is it 90-something%, a high percentage of divorces are actually initiated by women? That not tell me nothing more than this. The man will stay even when things are effed up, especially if there are children there. Because I hear women say this all the time. He was a damn good father, super father, but he was a shitty husband. Right. So the man stop being that romantic, lovey-dovey type with you. That's y'all falling apart. But his children is a different space in his heart, in his mind for his children. So he'll be a super dad and could still be a shitty husband, right? But if you don't want him and you're projecting that energy, because people say stuff, But here's the funny thing. When people are hurt and they say stuff, a lot of the times that's what they've been thinking all along anyways. So then just figure out, so the best time for me get this out of my system right now. Move on, go. Your body look like baby body. All them years, me lay down under you, I could out a road, I take some big John. I wish I did. In the 7 years we did together, not even once you never met me come. But me hold it, me not say nothing, and the whole time, the whole 7 years, every time him lose the baby body, and she did it, Jesus Christ, you kill me, boy. Babe, yes, it nice, sweet, all these things. Do it, babe, do it. Oh my God, right, that's all. You might think you fooling him, but even while he was doing it, I'm sure he was feeling that connection. I'm sure he was feeling that. Couple fake. She not feel a thing. She not really love me neither, Nah, I honestly can't satisfy her. I see it. Because you projected that. You projected that. So when you come and say all these things, when the thing over, we understand, so you're upset. But all your mother and suck out your mother and suck out Miss Maggie, she even called the man mother name. She even called the man mother name. Now you must remember that your child is that woman's grandchild. And at some point, that child is going to be around his grandmother and his aunties. Because you cuss out the sister, you cuss out the mother, you send him upon their mother and him sister them. Those are the same people that child is gonna be around at some point. You better hope they're forgiving. You better hope they're not vindictive. Because people do that, you know. When them have problems with you, right? Them not say nothing. Them just wait till you send your picnic come around. And then your picnic get where you what them really want to give you. So watch the web. Watch your actions and the reactions that could come from it on all these things. See? Go fix up your teeth. Go fix up your teeth. So the whole how many years you been with this man? Did you ever tell him same teeth them need fix up? All the years you've been with him, I'm sure you did a kiss and feel tongue reaching at your mouth and your tongue reaching at feel mouth and suck off lip and all them something there. You don't know the kissing thing already. Big people. All that time, you use your tongue brush him nasty teeth them like you call them, right? And now go fix up your teeth. So the world now is going to be looking in his mouth. Let me see what she talk about him in teeth. Oh, damn, in teeth. Them stay bad for real. It look like they need fix up. But I'm sure you never tell the man that. You never know all them years there. Not true, try D. Fly live through Erica TV says, I hope not because those are grandparents and aunties. Listen, man. I have a brother that called into SouFLoTV already. Some of you who've been here long enough will know. I remember. The brother said, any girl me there would have to take lick. Any girl him there with him beat out the blood clot out of them himself. I said, I don't know if I should like cut the conversation with you, brother. Or if you just said this for you, look attention or something. Him said, nah, SouFLo. May I tell you the God Almighty truth. Every girl me there with, have to take beating. And when she don't want to take beating no more, she go about her ways and me get her next girl. I'm beat out her blood clot out. I say, yo, you make me feel like me need to report you or something. Let me ask you though, because I want to have a serious conversation with a brother to brother. What make you feel this way about women? Right? You know what he said? Because I see somebody just said something about auntie and grandmother. He said, SouFLo, my father left from me did little. And me grew up in a house full of beer woman. My auntie them and my grandmother. And when me tell you, so them give me some blood clot beating. Them beat me like them they want to kill me SouFLo. So from a young age, me develop a different kind of hate for woman. So me tell myself from me a youth, say any girl me get, me not give a fuck how good she is. Me a beat out her blood clot. I said, damn. And this was a grown man talking this. So in the state they talk about, well, it's his grandparents or grandmother, and those are grandmas and aunties. So I hope not. I'm trying to tell you how psychologically, how deep children are affected and how it still manifests itself throughout them life. Yeah, him need help, but we don't know what kind of beating him did I get. But the way him describe it, it sound like some beating halfway to death. Me come up at that time in Jamaica, kind of man, when me see serious beating, you know. We feel like said them some of them beating that could have killed we, you know. Yeah, we don't hold nothing against the elders, but we still feel like some of those beatings could have killed us. And them did have some other kind of punishment style, still some real slave plantation punishment style. I remember my neighbor tie up his son on a tree. I don't remember what kind of tree did in them front yard. I don't want to lie. It was a big tree. I don't remember if it's a mango tree or a lime tree or what kind of tree, but it was in them front yard. And the man used rope and tie up his son. And his son was a little older than I was, so his son had to have been like preteen, but a little bit older, pushing close up. The man strip him down naked. This is Jamaica. Strip him naked. Tie him up. One big ant pile is at the bottom of this tree. The man tie up him son there now. His son ball, and go inside and left him naked. Nobody in the neighborhood never called no police. Nobody never said nothing. You see, one time we pass and look, the youth balls them big like a grapefruit to how ants bite him. So some of these things that are done to these children Of course. And the youth there, I don't want to talk too much. Well, I didn't give no hints. At one point, was one of the coolest brother them you will ever meet in a Miami. Feared. Feared. Genuinely feared. You ever see a man stand up straight in a shootout yet? Like you can't kill somebody where really one dead already. Cool. And we share the same name. And probably I watch this today. So yeah, we share the same name. And we were close growing up. So I say all that to say this, man. The things we do to these kids, from our actions to where we actually abuse them, don't feel like them youth are gonna forget nothing, and don't feel like they're gonna be unaffected, because that's what adults tell themselves when them a try satisfy themselves. The picnic them will be fine. No, they won't. They won't be fine. You're fucking them up psychologically. And then saying out the other side of your mouth how you love your child so much and you'll do anything for them. But you know, so some people don't know better, right? So when them don't know better, them can't do better. Like she probably don't know that doing all that in front of her child will have those long-term effects and ramifications. She probably don't know that. But when you know better, you do better. Some people know and they just don't care because the ego is that big and needs to be pleased. Well, she said, look how much man. Look how much man. Look how much man want them 10-year and them green card and them blue book and them get it and walk or them get it and waiver. Him just move out and left her, just so. You know what I've come to learn too? I've come to learn, say, a lot of the stuff that goes on. You know how the world is engineered and geared up right now? It's geared up like this. If the relationship ended, it must have been the man's fault. And if the woman take to social media and say what she have to say, she have a whole heap of support. A lot of other triggered women. But were you actually paying attention to what was going on in your house? Were you actually paying attention to your partner? Dirty man. Big, dirty 51-year-old man. Old, dirty man. That's how she classify him, right? That's how she classified him, right? And now she tell him that. And now she call him old man. I don't understand. Some of these girls be like really young compared to them partner. And you know from the beginning of your relationship, some is way older than you, and it was all fine, right? And then all of a sudden is a big, dirty old man, and him old is the problem, and dirty and big old dirty 51-year-old man. I'm 31. You know, so you never did know that before. Because if actually in reality, if you had said that to yourself from the beginning, when him first start talk to you, it probably would have never went that far. You say it with so much disgust. Now, it was like you did a big mistake. And him old. Well, he ain't that old. He's still wild with it out here like a bunny, as far as what I'm hearing. If I go by your words. I'm out your league. You know how much people did tell me, say, me out of them boy, their league. You're out his league. You thought you were better than him, but you married him anyways. You said you knew that from before you even married him because people used to tell you that. I'm telling you, all these things that are manifesting never come out of nowhere, my friend. They were there all along. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And you know, when time the old people them say water under the bridge or too much water under that bridge they done. It's that. You know, it was pile up on pile up until she herself probably couldn't hide it. And she didn't even know that she was projecting that to him. She go on like say she better than me. She talk to me like say, true, me not have my citizenship over here. You know, me I don't know nobody. She have the upper hand. Every time we argue, me a old man and me a dirty boy and I'm if we go suck up my mother. And first of all, no man wants a woman that's gonna talk to him like that. No, I'm not blaming the victim. Whatever she went through. I wasn't there. I'm taking her word for it. But I'm just saying, decent women don't even come to social media, man. But you know, in this day and age, I would rather see somebody come to social media and vent before you go kill yourself, because that's what it ends up being. It could be out of being vindictive and you swear you exposing somebody, or it could be you're really hurting and you have nobody to talk to, so you vent in this space. And of course, it helps to get a lot of feedback. The truth about that is this: when your relationship goes to social media, I promise you, listen to me, you know, I promise you, when your relationship goes out to social media, not one Simone, Teresa, Jackie, Tom, Dick, or Harry is going to miss work tomorrow morning just because of your relationship. And not one of them is going to lose sleep tonight because of your relationship. So think about what you're doing before you put all your whole business out there. People want your business for entertainment. And when you think they're laughing with you, they're laughing at you. And people just fling out them comments and these advices and everything. Oh, no, notice the majority of the advice never says, I don't know what y'all going through, but y'all married, for real married. I don't know what y'all going through, but you had some beautiful years, or so it seems, and y'all have a child involved. So it's only right that y'all try your best to contain this situation and work it out properly. If it so happens that it's irretrievably broken, then move forward at least as friends. At least your child can see that y'all can still be respectful towards each other. It's a friggin' burden for any picnic if you grow up with this pan them head, you know. My mama and my daddy are enemies. It's a burden. Every time they go to daddy house, they can't say nothing. They go to mommy house, they have to go pick side again over here. So, and it's too much for a child. It's too much for a child. Yes, live through Erica TV. No positive information being passed around. Ain't nobody encouraging. As soon as you say we broke up, me hate that girl and me can't stand her. Yes, SouFlo, a long time me I tell about her. Me just there watch from when me see you and she get together from back in a when. Me I tell her say that girl there use her. Me I tell her say you have to watch yourself. You see, it happen now. Next people are on it. Welcome back to the streets, homie. Go get you a girl. Go get you one better. Bam, bam, bam. Nobody now say, yo, what happened? Like, nah, y'all, I don't think y'all worked through that hard enough. Go get some counseling together. Fix it. Do something. Those children. People ready to throw you a breakup party. Welcome back to Pain and Misery. Because you know, pain and misery love company. And a lot of people out here are in pain and misery. A lot of people out here are not in a loving, caring, long-term relationship that they've been putting in the work to build. Everything now goes smooth overnight. That's why those old couples, they're to be admired. People think people just get up and then turn around tomorrow and, oh, we've been together 60 years. Oh, I wish I could have that. Go ask them what really happened along that journey. Let mama tell you about how much time him cheat, or she catch him a cheat, or thought he was. Or let him tell you about when she did give him bun, or picnic on the side, and all these other kind of things. But they made up their minds that no matter what, you my person. And we're going to raise our children together, and they will have the luxuries of having mommy and daddy accessible to them at all times. And they won't have to go through half of the friggery that most of us had to endure when one of our parents left. Because you know your life changed when one of your parents leave. Go look at the statistic about prison. It's in the high 90s. There is a correlation, there's a connection. The high 90s%. Prisoners, people in prison, in the high 90s% come from a single mother home. I'm not blaming single mothers. I'm just telling you what the study has shown. Because things go left. Things go left. Once they no longer have that stability, things go left. And I don't know, new generation stuff is single motherhood is glorified. New generation stuff is walk out on my family for some big booty hole down the street. Single mothers, new generation stuff is, I'm not happy today. I'm out. I'm giving this 2 days. I'm giving this 1 week. If I'm not happy at the end of this 1 week, I'm filing for a divorce. I'm fucking somebody else. Damn it, I can't take it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So why even do it? People will consciously go into a relationship knowing, and they will tell you, "Oh, I will never leave you, and I don't care what comes, hell and high water." And that same person that will pack up them stuff and walk out on you. But you know, there's so many dynamics to our relationship. You know, we don't know what Tony have to deal with when him go home. We not there. We not there. And judging by how she talk, I'm sure she not just get like that just for that one video. That's all. Anytime him do nothing or say nothing piss her off, me sure him get called out time name. Me sure she send him up on that mother already in her real life. Now you got to look at this woman as the person that's inside of your house. This is the person I chose to marry. This is the person that look at me like I'm a little dirty boy. You know, I'll tell females like this. For a man, your respect to him is everything. You could probably get away with anything if you just respect that man. You have to talk to that man like he is a man, right? The world already, especially if it's a black man, he's already being emasculated on a daily basis from all different angles. The world beats him down every time he steps outside. So when he comes home to you and you beat his ass down some more and you call him out his name and you let him know that he ain't shit, you definitely ain't no king up in here. You can't tell me what to do. I don't want to hear you. And pop off and go off. No man wants that. None. And if the man is that bad, then run. If he's that bad, then run. If he's so bad he doesn't deserve your respect, run. But don't wait till it comes to this. Then you start talking about how bad he was. Because if he hadn't done it, you still would have been in it. Yeah, that part. That part. Boy, honestly, in a workout. Remember me do the video where say be careful who you file for and bring go foreign. You say, I don't think she filed for Tony and bring him go foreign though. I don't know. But Tony put up a video yesterday that says him don't know what people are talking about because a long time he might travel the world. And he actually did. It was like a collage and showing him in different places around the world. So he's been traveling, been flying out, been doing. And if you do the age group, she a little girl them time there when him kind did young and him is 51 and she's 31, right? So there's a 20-year difference between them. So when him did a fly out, move around, do the world and everything, she was a youngin'. So she definitely wasn't the one that got him wings and got him papers and whatnot. Maybe him did up on a green card or work visa situation in America, I don't know. And she solidified it through marriage and turned that into a blue book. Citizenship through marriage. But during the time of the citizenship through marriage, that marriage was going through stuff. Energies were being exuded that were being felt the wrong way. Man just get up and left them good wife and them good home. So I hear women say this all the time, like, yeah, when you cook and clean for them and decorate up the house nice and everything, them still I got cheat on you. Hear what? Because to a man, cook and clean don't mean a damn thing. Most of we can cook and clean very good. cook and clean and fix up house don't mean nothing. Me not care about the color curtain them where you put up when match the couch. Me not care about the sweet scented candles burning. I don't care about new pieces of furniture. Because if you left me, can replace all of that quickly. The man care about having respect in his space. And if it's not there, he's leaving. Some people just pack up and left in a one go. Some people take them time and move out. Apparently like what he did. You know, you start get a one girl here, so one girl there, so one girl there, so before you know it, you find one where you really a vibe with, and then before you know it, you cross over into a whole other relationship. And you say, you know, say I have something for that. Yeah, because I'm tired, I get beat down over there, so. But then you got to contemplate, damn, I got to leave my child, though. I'm one the sisters them in here reflect within themselves, because somehow, you know, so bad that you will chase a good man away. Sometimes it's an ulterior motive, though, don't. Because you already see somebody else where you want. And you try to figure out how to frig up the relationship here. But you don't want people to look at you and say, she for the streets. She one of those. She messed up the relationship and ran away her children's father. You don't want people to say that. So you have to treat him in a way where he can no longer stand it. Tell him start feel like him. I gotta go. I gotta escape this. I can't live like this. I can't stand it. They do that. They do that. Remember the girl that called the brother and said, yo, what you doing? He was like, I'm good. What's up with you? Why you whispering? She was like, I'm home right now, just chilling. But I'm trying to see you later though. And the brother said, you trying to see me where? Where we going? She was like, I want you to come to the house. The brother said, but you live with your man though. I don't want to come to your house. Then the nigga catch me in his house. She said, just give me a minute. Give me about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to start a big ass fight. And I'm going to call the police and have him put out the house. After he leave, then we free for the night. That brother said when she did that, it was the first time it actually really opened his eyes as to how wicked a woman can be. Imagine your woman start argument and you're dead there try your best to quell the argument. And no matter what you do, she escalate it. And you're like, why is she escalating it? Nobody does that. Nobody who wants good for their relationship and peace in their house continues to escalate, hold grudge, escalate. Nobody does that unless they have an ulterior motive. She had an ulterior motive. But to tell you a story like that, you'll be like, that's made up. But to see it actually happen, it's like, yo, people really wicked. People really wicked. I know the woman them are gonna say, man them do the same thing too. Cause when him set him date with him side girl, and yeah, tonight we are go so and so and so, and him know say him have wife and picnic at home, him not do nothing but come home, come start argument. Nothing when me do not good. What you cook for dinner? Oxtail, some rice and peas, a little fresh vegetable salad on the side. Me don't want that. And that me feel for. Why you never ask me before me come home when me want for dinner? You always a cook what you want. Me don't want that. Men do the same thing too. How the house looks so no, it's not dirty. What else me for find cuss about in ya? You picking them beard yet? You beard the baby them yet? No, it's not their bathing time yet. Usually, them bathing time is usually about 2 hours from now. You always I say that. Go bathe the baby them, man. Just be an argument, right? No matter what she do, him make up his mindset tonight, and eventually it ends in, you know what? Before me stay in here, and go through all this with you, I come put on my clothes and come go chill with my brethren them here. There are some people who are positive, will uplift me on these things. Yeah. Me see you later. I'm going out for a few hours. And soon as him get in my car, Keisha, what? You ready? Yeah, I come pick you up in about 30 minutes, eh? All right. People blood clot, people wicked. People, people wicked enough. People wicked. You the whole time you that they are try quell the argument. Them are escalate it because them have to reach them goal tonight. That the girl there, she have to make sure that the argument got good with him left tonight. Yeah, police is gonna come and say, hello, sir. She says that she feels threatened. I don't see any scars or anything like that on her, but listen, we can't leave you here tonight. One of you are gonna have to leave. So it's gonna be you or her. She's here with the kids. She called against you. Anything you gotta say? You over there talk about. I'm not doing I didn't do anything. Hey, that's not we already made our decision. Next time we come back, somebody is leaving in handcuffs. Today, we'll give you a ride. We'll give you a ride to wherever you want to go. Drop you off to your mom's house, maybe. I don't know. A hotel room close by, something. But you can't stay here tonight. She guaranteed tonight we get a good beating. Cause you gone. And she use police. Make sure say you gone. Same thing for you, man. People wicked, no blood clip about them girl are wicked. The whole man and woman wicked. When you get yourself in a relationship here, sir, you better pray and hope to God that you're in a relationship with a good person that is not damaged goods on the low or don't have issues that you know nothing about. Because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. Yeah. I heard one man said, you will never know hurt. Like until you try loving somebody that's been hurt and they never processed it. You will never know hurt like this until you start loving somebody who's been hurt and never processed it. Right. All them something that stick with me, you know. And even though you know all these things, it's still a delicate balance and the way to navigate life, because relationship take two, don't? Relationship take two. And if two ain't in it, it's not gonna work. Hurt people hurts people. Missy Brom. Absolutely. This is me psychoanalyzing and dissecting her whole statement and all that. Not necessarily me speaking about their relationship in particular, just me speaking about man and woman relationship in particular and the particulars of it all. Children should be the focal point. Children. It doesn't mean that you forget about your partner. Your partner is your partner. Your partner needs your love and your attention and your affection. But it has to be reciprocated, meaning give back. You know, if you have somebody that loves on you, encourages you, speaks life and power into you, and all these things, look out for you, got your back for real, and you know this, you have to reciprocate that energy. One-sided relationship, after a while, man, you just feel like, say, yeah, this definitely ain't where I'm supposed to be. It's draining. It's draining. One thing we realize too is that women can't say them wrong. Most women don't know how to say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. A lot of them in here right now, ask them. Most of them don't know how to say, I was wrong and I'm sorry. And that's a big problem. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Them prefer mash up them life before them actually admit, say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Let's take a phone call real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, can you hear me, SouFLo?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. What go on? Talk up now.
Oh, no. Sure, call this one.
Yeah, man.
So with your SouFLo, my phone mash up, so I have to drown by a new one.
That's why you did sound so.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But, yeah, so some more calls and bless up to the viewers. I want to talk about real and truly is what we're talking about so far this morning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a friend of mine, you know, we're talking about these type of things up to last night, you know?
See.
And at one point in the conversation, she said to me, she wants to be a mother, you know? But the way she said it kind of just hit me out, so I tell her to repeat it, just to start laughing, and she said, why? I said, no, just repeat it. Let me get to the point. So she did. And Mr. Thor said, you know, it touched me because a lot of women, right, they are mothers. And some women are, it seems as if they are guardians to children, you know, where the mothers are more of nurturers to the children. So they spend time, them raise the children, right, them nurture the child, you know, where some mothers out there or some women out there, they're just guardians as to you know, my breed and me can't live upon it, road, so I just take care of you.
Yeah, the picnic they're around, so I gotta take care, right?
I just make your breakfast and stuff. Still you go to school, make sure you bathe, your teeth brush, but I'm not really invest in it emotionally to know the child, you know?
Make up games and play with the child and interact with them face level and all these things.
And this is why a lot of children, them grow up in them teenagers and them get so rebellious because it's when them end up start socialize with other children so close and them realize that other children come from better households or different dynamic of households. It make them resent them parents at times.
All right, say that again. Say that part right there again. When they grow up and they start to run into other children and they realize the dynamics of those other children's home is better than theirs because them not have the two-parenting and all that going on. It makes them start to resent their parents at a certain point, right? Because I wasn't that important for y'all to work out what y'all had going on for me.
What also make them even resent them more is when it was a two-parent household and them still parents that, but the parents fail to deal with these issues behind closed doors. It's right in front of the child's face, the argument, the disrespect. And as I said, the child keep on a pick side when they go over daddy house, they must have a pick side, when they go over mommy house, they must have a pick side. And this is SouFlo. You're dealing with a child who will brain not fully develop it. And a lot of the times the child will go over the different parents' house and the mother goes to herself, what your daddy are deal with? The man or woman over there? What? Why you ask the child that?
Right. Inappropriate.
What money might be with it? Tell me your name. When you go over there, more you do this to me so me can know this. She deal the money now, she stop deal the money now SouFlo. She initiated the divorce now, and as well know the statute that women initiate majority of the divorces. And you know what's so funny, SouFlo? Women are so adamant at times to get married. And then them end up filing for divorce.
Right. Right. Hold on there. Laverne McLaren says, when a damaged woman comes to a good man, she automatically damages him, and then he becomes a ticking time bomb. That's very logical. I know some woman in here is going to flip it around and say, it's the same thing the other way around too. When a damaged man comes to a good woman, he automatically damages her, and then she becomes a ticket. You say anything what we say? They won't flip it around. So anyhow, but a good one, that Laverne.
And it's not, this conversation is no way, shape or form an attack on women because both sides are just as bad,
Absolutely.
Both sides are just as accountable.
Absolutely.
But the thing with this conversation is that when we do talk about women, as you said, they try to flip it around certain times, And there's a term for that, I can't remember the term, And you talk about how women after the marriage, them say a dirty boy, or them tell me say, they did better than him and could have find better. Then if you know your worth, right? Then why you never find better? Why you never do better? You get me answer?
Right.
For so many years of experience that you have, because I'm going to tell you that them deal with 3-part dirty man before, but you make you end up reach a 4th man, a 5th man, a 6th man. So everything to them is hindsight. So at what point in life are you learning from your mistakes? You get me answer? And this is why I'm SouFlo. One of my things is where I kind of have to work around, and it's not something where I ever experienced anybody doing my bad or nothing, but it's kind of just a defense mechanism from the get-go where in terms of women or even people in general, like, I don't really like when people do things to me, it's like murder, my own suffering, because I'm afraid of the fact that people are going to do things SouFlo and them take it and hurt me with it. You get me?
Yeah. Hold on there. Hold on there. Kaita Jai Empress says, that is so true. I'm from a 2-parent household, and majority of my friends from a single-parent household, and they told me all the time that they wish they had my parents. That was the same thing for me. My best friend throughout high school was had his mom and his dad at home. Me even run like go to them house already. When I did take my mother car one time and crash it up, I told you all that story, and that was the house I was able to run to. and to see how the balance that he had in that house, like him father did well strict. I want big beard, dark skinned Jamaican man, and his mother was like very calm and loving and nurturing and come here and kind of thing, you know. So he had that balance. Whereas in my house, we never have that balance there. It was just one way, and that was mommy way. But I know what it's like to grow up with my father too, though, because my parents were together and then they divorced. So may I speak from a place of personal.
When I was having this conversation with the person last night, we both come from two parents households, you know, and I said to her that take a look around in terms of the friends that you have, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them actually come from two parents households? When I look at majority of my friends, there's not many SouFLo.
Right.
And if you look at the behavioral patterns, where the SouFLo were different, because when you're in a single parent household, you're only grown up with one characteristic, which is your mom.
Right, and you see no other way.
If it's two parents, you have your dad.
Right.
So instead, you'd have be 2 in 1. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Me, with having both of my parents, we get the two characteristics from one from my father and one from my mother. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And as we say, if you take a deep look into, you know, persons that come from a single parent household, the stats show that a lot of stuff is not in their favor in terms of the way how they are developed as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Especially females, the father figure is important for females, especially in a SouFLo, to guide them, you know.
Facts.
To show them, say, don't make man deal with a certain way.
Facts.
You see me?
Facts.
And this is why some of them, they're so gullible and susceptible to what society is now, and they're so willy-nilly to do any and everything for money.
Daddy wasn't in that house.
Because they've not valued themselves. The father never did to teach them value and hard work and not take sweets from people.
Right. You know, okay, so again, this is not beat up women morning, but I always say this, right? You know how some women, like today, most of them I talk about, he has to make 6 figures and he got to pay all the bills. And I'm not splitting no bill with no man if you ain't man enough to pay all the bills and all that. Automatically, I realized that those didn't grow up with no father. Because a woman that grew up with a dad and watch her dad work hard and struggle and all that, she would never allow her partner who she loves to come do that just so she can be comfortable. And she sit down and say, him are the man, him handle everything, me not care. Now, if he's in a position to do so financially and it's not a strain on him, then that's fine. But it shouldn't be a requirement to get into a relationship. Nobody now try bill. Most females today, they're not looking for somebody say, we're going to build a life together. They're looking for a ready-made life to jump in and to be catered to. And then if it's not there, then, no, I'll look elsewhere kind of thing. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. It is very important for a father to be there. Very, very important.
I've always loved the 6-figure conversation in terms of I find it funny because it's only a small percentage of people make 6-figure, especially in America. I get my
Mm-hmm.
So when everybody want to date the 6-figure man, then everybody have to go share man.
Because there ain't too many of them. Because there ain't too many of them.
Everybody go share the man. The 6-figure have run out.
All right, so we're gonna left that one.
Yeah. I just want to touch on the beaches though, not too much.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to say is, I am getting upset with Jamaica and the laws, especially with women.
Mm-hmm.
There's this former police officer who doesn't reside in the country anymore, but he does YouTube, Mr. Watts, right?
Right.
And he kind of do some true crime stories, and we touch on women who went missing in Jamaica, they were murdered, and and the case gone cold. And it shows the corruption of the police force and anybody else that was involved in and around the case SouFLo, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And the Beachy Stout case and Noel Maitland and this thing about him not close and the next one, it touched me SouFLo because first of all, I have a mother, I have sisters, right?
We're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into that right now.
Just we said SouFLo. To see these women being murdered in these ways, and there's nobody being held accountable, nobody being found guilty or nothing. They're not investigate the case, right? So what you just show me SouFLo is right now, we never think that the man go to prison.
Oh, Beachy?
Yeah, man, at the rate where the case I go, and
well,
the case them SouFLo.
All right, well.
Technically, as me saying SouFLo, enough of the man them are people in Jamaica where not get found guilty of these malicious crimes. Because of technicality and the lackluster are the prosecutors and these people, you see me?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, not feel close to show up a trial.
And him never in himself naked. Him couldn't wear what him did have on. But we are going to get into that.
I'm not confident in the justice system. So I'm just want to state that. Well, bless up.
All right, manners. All right. Yeah, the brother, they're long-winded when them calling, but, you know, sometimes I just love hearing people talk because although them talk long, them make sense when them talk, you know, and I like them do that jibby jabber. So we go with that. Anyhow, moving along from the adult stuff and your relationship being plastered on social media, my advice to Tony Matterhorn's wife, and Tony Matterhorn, nobody really cares out here, bro. Nobody really cares out here, fam, about your relationship like that. Everybody is going to use it for entertainment purposes, and then they're going to go about their business. You know who's still going to be involved in that situation and will have to fix it? You, your wife, and your picnic that's involved in that relationship. And only them. And anything else outside of that is just extra chatter. So my advice would be talk to each other, not to social media. That's all. Now, moving on to the next one now. I'm going to run through a couple of them real fast. Nicki Minaj Husband. I got to touch on this one. Because, you know, Nicki is an honorary Jamaican because the Jamaican them take her up and say she's not Trini, she's Jamaican, we want her kind of thing. And then she is them. But anyhow, I don't know if y'all saw the video of Mr. Petty, Nicki Minaj husband. He out here out in the streets with his goons, you know, hat low, throwing the hoodie up. And I don't know if you ever live in New York before or up north, you see it's winter time how, you know them dudes that stay on the corner that sell weed and they like, what you want? I got that. And you like, nah, I'm good. I got that. You look like one of them Monday. I just looked up this morning. His wife is worth $150 million, according to Forbes. This is Nicki Minaj's net worth in 2023. I'm not talking Jamaican dollars. I'm talking American dollars. $150 million is your wife's net worth. Why are you out in the streets telling people about you planning a vacation? We planning your funeral, pussy. What? And the crazy part about it is homeboy is on he's on probation. He is on probation. Me just look you up this morning before me do this. He was sentenced to 3 years of probation sometime in 2022. 3 years of probation. And just now, he was talking to Offset, which is Cardi B's husband. Yeah, keep playing. Keep playing, pussy. Keep playing. You planning that vacation. We planning your funeral, pussy. It's the internet. I don't know if brother is a big 47-year-old man. I don't know if him don't know, say, the internet is monitored these days. And you, as a person who has a prior, you're monitored more than anybody else on the internet. So as soon as him do that, guess what happened? Now, they're about to put him on house arrest. Probably going to slap a GPS monitor on him, monitor his alcohol intake, because he ain't supposed to be having none. So you're locked up in the house now for 120 days. It's like a little child that needs to be guided. I don't know. Maybe Nicki got to spend some of that money and get him a caretaker. You know, somebody with an adult babysitter or something. Because he's about to ruin her brand. They're about to send his ass inside. Go sit your ass in the house. Now go. 120 days. Come on, man. You 40-something. You didn't know that? You couldn't say that on you. Why are you outside in the middle of the night on probation anyways? Shouldn't you be in that big old mansion with your child that you just had with your wealthy wife? Boy, you know them say get it, want it, can't get it, and get it, don't want it. Because for some of women out there, we're good man, you know, and wife worth 150 million US. Hey, babe, we don't even need no maids. We don't need no maids around here. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, you gonna clean all these windows in this mansion and stuff, SouFlo? Yes, I got that. May I drop off a ladder? May I go back up there? May I climb the window them with no ladder? Everything in there sparkling when you come home. Yo, me and the picnic whole day, you have the luxury and you out here forming a fool. Now you know it's 2023. They don't play to pull people's sponsorship and shut down people platforms. And next thing you know, your records don't sell no more. They pulling them from the shelves. They shutting them down in the streaming and all this, all because of who you're associated with or things that you might have said to social media. So I don't know. And one thing I'm gonna say about that too is when you see a woman choose a certain kind of man, it says a lot about her because she knows him to be in these streets, right? With a hood mentality. She still thought he was good enough to be her husband. So I'm not going to sit up here and try to choose for her. She's a grown woman. She could choose for herself. I'm outside. He said I'm outside like he hadn't been outside in a long ass time. I'm outside. It was so, I'm out here. I'm outside. They let me out. Even worse than I'm outside. Like he was about to start the second verse of one of Nicki songs. I'm outside. Keep playing, pussy. Go home, Mr. Petty. Go home. Stop being petty and go home. Look at you. You're in the house now for 120 days. And I know a lot of people are like, damn, that's better than being in prison or in jail for 120 days. But you stay in that house for 120 days and see how it feels. And you can't go nowhere. You're a grown person. They monitoring you by GPS. That should go off as soon as you reach your gate. Beep, 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 beep. They calling. I was just checking the mailbox. Damn. I got perimeters. I can't go past the gate. One of the men in the video had a fully gray beard, shaking my head. Main one says, and he's the main one. He's the main one up there talking about, and the money right too. The money right too, pussy. The money right too. I'm like, bruh, go home. And the person they was talking to was Offset, right? And Offset responded with laughing hard as hell. He put the camera up. He like, where they at? They on some street corner somewhere sending threats. Man, we hopping off jets. He just got off a private jet and jumped in a Rolls Royce Phantom. That man is focused. That man is focused. I don't know. Cardi B changed Offset's life. She did. And he knows it too. Well, he says it all the time, right? But before Cardi B, Offset was wild as hell. This is a man that used to dive off the stage just to punch somebody in the face, okay? This is a man that would fight everywhere and anywhere. He was the most incarcerated one out of the Migos. And he completely changed his life. He said, I'm not doing certain kind of music no more because now I got kids and I realize what it does. If you lived in a certain environment before, there's no need to put it in your music. There's no need to glorify it. We about to turn up now. We're about getting some corporate sponsorship. We're about helping the youths. We're about this, that, and the other. He is really evolving, man. And I would love to see, like, Nicki Minaj Husband, he ain't evolving at all. And I don't know. But Nicki, you got all that money. Get your husband some help before he destroy your kingdom. That's all I'm saying. Now, I ain't gonna spend too long on Mr. Petty. We moving right along. We moving right along because I don't want Nicki goons to come get me. So we moving right along because people get testy these days. Yeah. Don't speak on me. Don't call my name. Don't mention my name. You heard me? Don't speak on me. And I heard that, some people's reach in these streets is pretty long because they're associated with certain types of people or whatever. Whatever, man. I'm associated with the people who could tell you to stay ass in the house for 120 days and you can't come out. I'm associated with the people who could give you a life sentence and nobody in your family could help you about it. I'm associated with them kind of people, the people that kick your door in at 2 a.m, drag everybody that's in your house. I'm associated with those people. But I'm just saying. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no trouble. I'm just saying what's public information, and I don't have no opinions beyond that. Good luck to Nicki and good luck to Mr. Petty. I hope they keep it together, and I hope they make it work without getting in too much trouble. Jen Jones says he's a man child. Vicky, big up yourself. Vicky said, Nicki, baga. You see one time she jump in a Jamaican affairs, you see where she jump on. I saw. Nicki and Cardi are going back and forth on the net also. It's very sad. They need to stop before it get worse. Well, that's women's problems, man. That's women's problems. That's two hood chicks that's going at it. They've been going at it. But if you check it, Nicki is the top dog, so to speak. She is the head honcho. She is that Bia. She's that woman in charge. She at the top of the food chain, right? But right behind her for that spot is Cardi B. So no love. They fighting for the same throne, the same crown. I look at them and their beef kind of like how I look at Mavado and Vibes Cartel beef, like that. But yeah, if they keep going at it, it could end up being a street thing. I think it already is a street thing anyways, to be honest. There's gang business involved. I think it's already a street thing. But I'm sure that Nicki must know that she is being scrutinized meticulously, like Tanta Blocks would have said. You're being meticulously scrutinized by all the people you don't want to be meticulously scrutinized by. And it would be a shame to see you lose all that for what? I love you. But shout out to them. Shout out to them. I just hope for the culture's sake, ain't no more blood being spilt behind stupid beefs that go down online. Man popped out the house, fam. Yeah, the blicky was close by. You was about to do it to him. Where you at? Drop your location. You planning vacation, we planning your funeral, pussy. Like all them hard talk there. So that the most killiest killer them, you see? Because I've been around some. The most killiest killer them, they the nicest people you ever meet. They smile more than anybody else. I promise you. Listen to me, good. The most killiest killers you will ever meet, you won't know unless you know them. They smile more than anybody else. 32 kidding all the time. Lightheartedly, they're just giddy with jokes and they're cool like that. And when people actually find out they like, what the nah, you lying, can't be. You talking about somebody else, not really? You gotta be kidding me. Nope, that's a mass murderer walking right there. A serial killer, that. Yeah. And then if you flip the script around, right, you see Mr. Tough Face, School Face. Yo, boy, I cut you and you nigga don't play with me, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Hey, you out here planning vacation, we planning your funeral, pussy. One thump. Done. And that's what it is. And they're usually, it's like the loudest people who show up on front page. Now, Kenneth, I ain't testing your gangster, Mr. Petty. I'm talking in general. Not you. Not you. Your wife got $150 million. I know you could probably make some moves and make some things happen. I'm street. I'm hood. You know where I'm from? I same thing in a Jamaica now. Yo, a Spanish town man come from here. Remember that? Spain town, gunman, rude boy. Yeah, I know how we do a thing already. Ropes. Yo, you know how thing go already, Yeah, so the thing set. Kick him in the mouth, and see. Kick him in the mouth and say, kid you not. One come from Jamaica and came to my school in Miami. This time I'm in North Miami Junior High. And he came to Miami. And him come and tell about him a professional motorcycle rider. And him show with pictures of people laying down. You know, the motorcycle race them, with them lay down on the side when them go around the corner and everything. Sometimes this man come school dressed up in the rider uniform for the motorcycle riding. So we start believe him. Now you can't see who under the sitting on the bike, but I always thought that don't look like him. But anyhow, you know, I'm talking about he's at 2nd degree black belt in karate and all this, and my parents have money in Jamaica. And Jamaica, I'm just come from, But he came way later than I did. So one day in school, he got into a fight. There's this dude from North Miami Junior High named Alfonso. If you were there back in the day, you knew Alfonso. Alfonso was from Pork and Beans Projects. Alfonso come school every morning and shake down everybody. Him not ask you for nothing. Him just dip him hand in your pocket. Any pocket him want, him just go in it, right? Sometimes you grab his hand like this, like, yo. And he's like, what? What? Say something. Move your... And in your pocket, he's running everybody's pockets. This man was built like a linebacker, a professional linebacker from the NFL, and this is junior high. And he just big and black and fight anybody. He looked like he been here before and he got reincarnated big. See? Him and this Jamaican dude catch up now. See him miss a hard talk, 10th degree black belt. I think I told the story to y'all before, for those who've been around long enough. 2nd degree black belt, motorcycle pro, all these things. I seen Alfonso strip his shirt off, rip off his shirt out like one mini Hulk or something. I said, oh shit. The Jamaican dude say he's 2nd degree black belt. There's about to be some ass kicking in here. I kid you not. Mark was his name. One red boy from Jamaica who didn't have curly hair. Now forget him, and you hear he look kind of curly, kind of red like. The man said, ah! The only thing we hear after that was bang. As a one-thump man floor him with, and he down there doing like this on the ground and stuff. So the loudest, and Mark was loud. He was one of them loud people that brag about how him parents have money, and him a pro rider, and him 2nd degree black belt, and make people feel afraid and all this. I don't know if he had to build up this kind of persona, because a lot of us had to build it up. Because honestly, Jamaicans can't really fist fight. That's a fact. You ever watch a Jamaican man fight? Watch when they get in the fight with like American dudes. They can't fist fight, because these kids over here, they've been boxing since they were little. You just grow up shadow boxing. Then you grow up boxing with the dudes that's on your block. Then you grow up, you get into it in the gym, you get into it, programs, different kind of programs or whatever. At Jamaica, we run it down with machete, we tap you up with knife, ice pick, fling big stone, bust a piece of your head with something, or we go find gun, right? But not here. When you get boxed in and you got a box, anytime there was a Jamaican in it throughout my whole time in school in the USA, from junior high to high school, all the way through, the Jamaicans always running. They always end up having to run because 1, 2, and them look like somebody really just thumped me that hard and just take off. They always did. But yeah, so the loudest ones in the room, man, is always usually the softest ones, like majority of the times. I'm out here. I'm outside. Yeah, while you planning that vacation, we planning your funeral, pussy. Yep. And them feds pulled in. Get your ass in the house for 120 days. Sit your ass right there. I don't know. Anyhow, moving right along. I'll follow the developments. I hope he doesn't come out the house, because then he'll be going into jail. And I'm sure Nicki wants him home instead of in a jail cell. And I know she got a lot of money that could afford some good lawyers, but I don't think she wants all that problems either. Right? I know Nicki probably sitting somewhere being like, God damn, Kenneth, look what you caused. Look, I'm telling you, baby, you gotta just calm down. Me go hope she don't take beating at home still, cause him look like a type there, you know. Him look like a type where put him on span, and she look like the type to hold it down. Tory Lanez new mugshot. Y'all seen Tory Lanez new mugshot? Oh God. So Tory Lanez went up for bail hearing. I don't know what lawyer told Tory. The lawyer just eating up his money, because the lawyer should have known. He just got sentenced to 10 years on a shooting charge, and you apply for bail right behind that. That's not logical. But the lawyer said 20,000 more for that next session. I bet you I could get you bail. Tory said 23 is nothing here, and go to the courts. And the judge said, man, what you doing in here? I just gave you 10 years. You want bail? For bail while you're on appeal after you've been sentenced? It's not going to happen, sir. So now you're going to be transferred to prison. Tory's been in jail all along. Now Tory is going to prison. He's going to the big boy's house. His friggin' His that was a cool effect. I touched the screen like this and it just came up big. But his new mugshot, I don't know if it's lace front or lift up or what. I don't know what's going on with Tory, but that's Tory Lanez now, bro. Look at Tory. You know, so if me I go to prison, the first thing me I do, I take out my nose piercing. Man gone in there with the nose bore. Jesus Christ. And I seen Young Thug be sitting in court with his hair well braided and well plait up and parted up and looking nice. Scalp well greased down. Me, I wonder if them have a braiding shop in the beauty salon in there. But look at Tory. I ain't gonna front. I never realized that Tory had a neck that thick, or maybe he's just getting his weight up, because that's what people do when they head into prison, right? When you head into prison, they'll tell you got to get your weight up, like eat, exercise, get big, because you're gonna need to fight. At some point, you're gonna need to fight, because it comes with the territory. If you're not fighting there, then we groans you out in there, right? So I guess he was getting it together, but that man neck thick like this, like a running back, NFL running back neck, I call it. Oh gosh. You see how one moment of a decision can cost you. And the messed up thing is, I see Megan Thee Stallion out here. Look how thick his neck is. When did Tory get that neck? Bruh, his chin is lost in his neck. His neck is as wide as his head. When? And Megan Thee Stallion out here shaking ass with a new body. Like she been in the gym. I don't know. She looked like she been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and getting tight and right. She living her best life. I think she about to go on tour. She dropping new music, new videos, all this other stuff. I think Tory had a hairpiece on, man. And they allowed him to keep the hairpiece. And the hairpiece is lifting up in his mugshot. Damn. Bruh. Y'all go over to TMZ. Go over to TMZ and look at the picture. It's a hairpiece. It's lifting up. Look. I kid you not. See right there? Look right here. Bro you see his real hair under it? He got a hairpiece. Because Tory always been insecure about his hair. Remember when they were clowning him about getting a hair transplant, and he said he got it and it's not cheap, thousands and thousands of dollars for it and whatever. At this point, if my hair start bald, I promise you, that's a shave off everything bald. I'm not walking around with my hair, my whole miggle peel out like Junko Draw breaks tonight, and then you can plait the side them. No, I'm not doing that to myself. If God says time for it to go, I hear you, Lord. Yeah, here I'm a baldy now. Yep, eggplant slapway. Oh, edges slapway. King Biggs. You know, so the man edge. His edges are lifting up. It looked like he had a lace front. Nah, it's a lace front. This is that's that baby daddy starter kit that I was telling y'all about, right? Because men could get that now, and ours is even better than the female ones. Because ours, you could go swimming in it. You could do everything. You know how girls be like, oh, no, I can't get in the water. I can't do no diving. I just got my hair did. And because then I want to mess up them lace front and stuff. Ours ain't like that. We'll dive off a cliff. And we'll come up and it'll look like, that's why I was telling them young ladies, I say, you going down to Miami for Memorial Day weekend, best of the best, all these other things that's happening. Listen, you about to get hit. If you're a wild girl, you might be getting hit by one of them, a senior citizen or he borderline senior citizen. And you thinking he just fine as hell and he got all this stuff. He been on Earth 60 years. He's supposed to have something, but that baby daddy starter kit make him look like he 35. And I know you 25 and you thinking, 10 years difference, it don't matter. He fine as hell. And 10 years difference ain't that big anyways. Next thing you go back home, you pregnant for a 61-year-old man. Now you want to cuss him, right? All dirty man, like my girl here with Tony Matterhorn. Dirty old man, all dirty man, all dirty 61-year-old man. It's the hairpiece. It's the hairpiece. The hairpiece will get you. But Tory got a hairpiece on. I don't think they knew that all along. And I guarantee you, the next mugshot we see of Tory, he's going to be bald. The next mugshot we see of him, he's going to be bald. It lift up. And I think that's contraband in prison. I don't think you're allowed to have that. Or maybe they're nice to him and they're like, you know what, you doing 10 years, so go ahead and hold on to your toupee, bro. It's all good. We ain't gonna take that from you. But if they decide that he can't have it, watch and see. The next mugshot we see of him, updated, he's gonna be bald, because Tory is bald. He bald in the middle. The man lace front, lift up to box foot and back cover. Yo, what a wicked set of people, dog. But hey, man, and you should see the prison complex they're sending him to. North Kern State Prison. TMZ said, we just obtained the pics. Tory's hair looks messy, and he's certainly not smiling. He's sporting a scowl on his face. As of where he'll be housed, Tory checked in on Tuesday at the North Kern State Prison in Delano, California, about 145 miles away from Los Angeles, California. Damn. As reported before, he was sentenced to 10 years behind bars last month for negligent discharge of a firearm, assault with a semi-automatic weapon, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm. I wish him all the best, bro. Tory can find plenty to do in order to stay busy. We've been told that the prison offers a bunch of different jobs with wages ranging from 8 cents an hour. Now, listen to this. Ranging from 8 cents an hour for unskilled labor up to 30 cents an hour for skilled labor. Yes, massa. I'm trying to get me one of them 30 cents an hour jobs, sir. For skilled labor, 30 cents an hour. But he has to pay for those gigs. It was July of 2020 when he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Listen, his troubles ain't even over yet, because Megan Thee Stallion, now that he's been convicted, she can now sue in a liability suit. She can now sue for some of his money. She can say, I got shot in the foot. It caused me to miss $10 million worth of shows and video projects and appearances and all this other stuff. And I bet you money she could win. If she really wants to, even right now, if I was Tory Lanez, I would still try to be as nice as I could to Megan Thee Stallion. And I would tell my fan base, I would have nothing but good to say about her. Because right now, you got to do 10 years. You can't change that. But the worst part is you don't want to come out of prison after doing all them years and you flat broke because she went for the bank account. You feel me? Now peace out week that do a party. And for the people who are saying Megan was never shot and it's all made up, they actually posted the picture of her foot that was presented in court. See that? I saw her uncle did shot. Right. So that's a horrendous injury. You know, it's crazy. I still see people saying, free that man, because Tory ain't do nothing. Free him. And I'm saying, and I'm looking at these people, and it's a lot of people who, they're guys. They're guys. And I'm saying to myself, I bet you if it was your sister or your mom, I bet you wouldn't be saying free him. You'll be talking about how much you want to kill him, but it's free him. Yes, Vicky, the foot looked bad. That's what I'm telling you. She listen, man. This girl held it down, okay? She held it. She was actually really trying to save Tory. She was really trying to save him. Look on the foot. That's bad. That's bad. Now, if she decides that she's gonna go after his money, his publishing money and all that, like how they're stripping R. Kelly right now of all his money, they're going after R. Kelly's publishing, they're going after his streaming revenues, they're going after the judge just ordered $970 something thousand from one of his music royalties account to be taken and distributed amongst a couple of his accusers. So Tory problems are just beginning. He could very well walk up out of there broke. And this is how good the hairpiece is. The baby daddy starter kit. This is how good it is. It's laid down. It looked like it's yours. They fade and blended on the sides, just like a fade. You won't be able to tell. You with a bald man. So if you're not like bald man, you just got tricked. See what I'm saying? And that's how he went in. And then that thing started to lift up and the sides started to grow out. Kayla Plunkett says it itches though. Well, weaves itch too, don't it? So I guess both of y'all will be over there. The man and the woman in the relationship will be over there with this. What you saying? Hold on, give me a minute. Ooh, girls itchy. Black women be like, ooh. I never knew what the hell that was for. One time, I figured out years ago now, but for a long time, I was like, why do black women do this? Because I never saw anybody else doing it. So I was like, what is black women doing? Why are they always knocking their head? Is it hereditary? I never see any of the black women in my family do it when I was growing up, because, we grow up together, so we actually know how you really look without all that makeup and all the hair and all the extra lashes and all that stuff. We know how you look behind all that. But I was trying to figure out why every friggin' where I went. I'm in New York on a train, she busting it down. I'm in Miami, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm on a plane heading from Miami to Texas, I'm seeing the same thing. I'm like, why black women always patting their head? I don't remember if it's Shakira in 2016 that said they do that because it's itchy. And that's the first time I learned that that's why they do it, because it's itchy. Maybe it was, I don't know if, tell me if I'm wrong, ladies. Maybe it was braided too tight when it first got braided, or, when you braid it back first so you can put on the wig, the little hairpiece, and then it get hot and scratchy under there. I don't know, but I know it's something along those lines. I don't think the men's, they glue that stuff to their head though. The men's hairpiece, it's a whole hairpiece. It's like a toupee that's glued on. And then they fade it down on the sides and blend it in so it looks like a fade. But underneath it is nothing under there but your bare scalp. And then this piece of rubber, something that's sweating in between the skin and the rubber. So I guess it probably would get itchy to you. Bumbo. Yo, here one. Too much problems. May I shave off my thing. Ball. And just leave it at that. Who don't like me with a bald head? That's your problem. I know there's women out here that love bald heads. I'll just be out here with my bald head. But damn it, to be trying to hold on. Hold on. You trying to hold on. God don't do me like this. Some men be balling. God don't do me like this. I'm only 35. Fuck this. Wow. Why? My granddaddy ain't bald. My daddy ain't bald. Why me? It skipped 3 generations. It skipped 2 generations. Hold this. You hear pilot gun. We back around there, so. Yeah, so I go. I don't know. And people that go bald, they never see when the hair is going. That's trippy. That's friggin' trippy. You never see when the hair is going. It's not like you wake up. It's not like your teeth them when them fall out, right? Remember I explained that to y'all? Because I asked people, where have them teeth gone? And I said, what happened? Like, how it fall out? Like, it drop out like you're a fighter or something. He said, no, you go sleep and you wake up and two of them upon your pillow. Yeah, and I said, blood fire. Go sleep and wake up with two of my teeth them upon my pillow. So I don't think it's the same. You don't wake up and see the hair on your pillow. You don't know where the hell that hair went. You just know that every time you go to the barbershop and the barber line up, you start arguing with the barber. Damn, I'm not coming back to you no more, yo. You a whack ass. You look, man, you pushing my hairline all the way back. They be angry as hell. I used to cut hair in Brooklyn, right? And true story. I used to cut hair in Brooklyn. Shout out to Vernon is here. Union between Bedford and Franklin Avenue. That man right there, a Trinity, that's my mentor. I keep telling people this, right? Real solid dude. And it's a Trinity. That's why I'm going to buy into the whole Trinity Jamaican don't like each other something. That's a lie. Go vibe if you ever in Brooklyn. Go up to Vernon is here and go vibe over there. But I used to cut hair right there. And the first time I went in there, a young apprentice and thing, first haircut me cut. This man get up out of my chair, hear him. Looking at mirror like this. He was like, oh, son, yo, B, I should pull your whole, y'all pardon my language. He was like, I should pull your whole fucking station down. I should fuck this whole shit up right now. I'm like, what? What did I do? He was like, man, look what you did to my hairline. Now, mind you, the brother hairline is aggressively receding, And him want me give him young boy hairline way down here so close to him eyebrow them. Ain't no hair down there to line up. Keep it on the edge. Just keep it on the edge because I don't want you push it way back. I should have known when he said that. Then the man get up and want to fight me about him for mash up my station and mash up in here all these things. Him here. I was a wild boy. I had a shotgun in a duffel bag, sawed off, sitting right next to my station. I'd have blew his ass out the barbershop. But that's why I'm going to live in New York, because New York get me on edge. Like, I always have to be in killer mind frame at some point. And somebody going to drag you out eventually, and you're going to end up getting carried away. But yeah. That was my experience. So, fellas, brothers, don't be taking it out on anybody else, man. When God says time for it to go, just let it go. You know what I mean? Go to the barbershop, tell him let me get just a shiny. Yeah, give me a Jordan. That's it. Give me a Jordan, Michael Jordan. That's it. And just call it a day and move on with life. You feel me? All right. On to the next one now. See, never use too much blasting glue. Use temporary hold, Sophia Bell says. Jamaican Funniest Video says, my hair go bald and I just trim it, but the water damaged my hair when I was traveling. Never felt insecure about it. Just let it go. Just let it go. It happens. Some of these women out here going bald too. They are. I seen it. But they have the luxuries of putting on a wig and a weave, right? Missy Auntie come at store already, and our whole top tin out. And she still got the long braids like around. Some of it is still hanging from the front, barely hanging. It looked like if she sneezed, few of them are gonna fall out from the front. And the ones in the back look strong. They look like they could go. They got some time, but she peeled out in the middle too. So I've seen women too that go bald. I guess it's just a human condition. At some point, you start to thin out. And then eventually some people do go bald. And it's nothing, we all dealing with it. I ain't started, my hair hasn't started thinning out yet, but I if it does, I'm not gonna cry about it. It's a part of life. Life is happening, right? Right. All right. So here's the next one. New jury to be empaneled for the murder trial of Beachy Stout. A new jury is to be empaneled. I don't hear the saga on the video when we put up yesterday about the Beachy Stout thing. I actually honestly feel like them people here are afraid. They're scared. And why wouldn't they be? Quiet is kept, right? Allegedly, Beachy is responsible for quite a few bodies dropping about the place there in Jamaica. Allegedly. Yeah, I don't want nobody to take my video and say SouFlo said this happened. I'm saying allegedly, because that is what is out there, right? That he's responsible for a couple bodies dropping. I mean, the man money is long. And he obviously knows how to get people to do what he wants them to do. Right. I don't think he's going to walk in this case, though. But they getting ready to dirty up the case still. They're getting ready to dirty up this case because one juror said, I'm not swearing on the Bible. Me not put my hand on it. They said, why? He said, because it's against my religion. It's against my religion. I can't swear on that Bible. The judge said, okay, you don't have to swear on the Bible. Just take the oath. He said, no, because that is just like swearing on the Bible. So the man walk out right already. Then came another juror that says, he ain't swearing. I can't swear that I am going to be in here and have a balanced view on this thing. So therefore, I don't want to be a part of this. Well, they're being forced to be a part. And being forced to be a part, I don't think could bring about a fair trial. See? Now, this is how they throw away a case and walk a man to freedom. Pay attention. If all of the jurors are afraid, or some of them are afraid, and they are still pressured into becoming jurors sitting on this case, what do you think is going to happen down the road? Because jurors can't be pressured. You have to get a set of people that says, I'm going to do my civic duty. I'm going to sit and I'm going to listen to all the evidence that's presented, and I'm going to make a balanced decision based on that. I have no dog in this fight. If that's not your mind frame, you're not supposed to be on a jury. Those jurors can be vindictive. I say, okay, since me tell them say me no want there and them make me there, not guilty. Every time it comes back when they're arguing, okay, so what do you say? Not guilty. I don't care what evidence them show. I'm not guilty. You see? And they can't really find people. I was thinking, why don't they just make it a trial by judge only? But the Constitution says in Jamaica you have a choice. You can choose to be tried by a judge only, or you can choose to be tried by a jury. And it has to be their choice. So them choose a jury, everybody afraid. Them choose a jury, everybody say, no, sir. Cause you not gonna give my whole family thing there. Go carry, we go in a protective custody. No, sir. And them money long. I be a little hungry boy, and I say the hungry boy them out the road I kill people. 250 US kill a man. This a man I pay $1 million for kill. No, sir. I don't care what you say, judge. Not guilty. Your Honor, not guilty. Sir, the case is over. Not guilty. Not the people I'm afraid. So the latest update for this is a new jury to be empaneled for the murder trial of Beachy Stout and his co-accused. Jury problems escalated on Wednesday in the murder trial of Everton Beachy Stout Mcdonald. This is day 3. And his co-accused Oscar Barnes in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston, forcing the trial to be adjourned. And the 7 members discharged from the jury, which was empaneled on Monday. The 7 members discharged from the jury. So them broke up the whole jury. And now they have to go get a whole new jury. This is Beachy case heating up. Shout out to Jamaica Observer. Beachy Stout, Mr. Everton Beachy Stout, hear them. Hello, you have jury duty. Where's the King Biggs? Jury for who? Jury for who? Them say, the Everton Beachy Stout. No, not guilty. Yes, no, officer, not guilty. Don't mix me. So the matter should resume next Monday when when a new set of jurors is to be selected. All right, that's the update. McDonald's and Barnes are being tried for the July 20th, 2020 murder of Tony Matterhorn, who was Everton's second wife. And you know how she was found already. On Monday at the start of the trial, 2 men who were selected to be part of the jury both refused to swear on the Bible or to affirm that they would do anything to compromise the case. They would do nothing to compromise the case. Them say, we can't promise you that. Will you do anything to compromise I can't promise you that. Can you swear on the Bible? I can't do that. Can you raise your hand at least and just say, I can't do that either, Your Honor? That's what happened. One of them blatantly refused, and he told the judge that he would not swear on the Bible because his religious beliefs goes against that. and he also refused to give any affirmation, claiming that was of the view that he would still be swearing. Me no swear. It's not good to swear. The presiding judge Chester Stamp discharged the two men and indicated that both of them would face punishment. I don't know what kind of punishment they'll be facing, but I know in the United States of America, any one of us, once you're a citizen, you could be called for jury duty. Now, if you go up there and you're being honest, they ask you not to lie, right? So if you go up there, they're expecting you to come do your civil duty. This is how the justice system works, and you are a citizen, so you're a part of it. Help it to work. This is how you do your part. That's how it's looked at here. Most people, most times here, they're willing and ready to go. Them need a break from work, them whatever the case may be, they're ready to go. Let me go do a few days of jury duty, sit on this trial. But there are people who don't want to go, and all they say is this: I know all about this case. I know all about this case. And I already made my decision. I think he's guilty straight off the bat. I'm going to tell you right now, if I go in there and I sit down with the jury, I'm probably going to still be thinking he's guilty. If you go in there and you say that, you won't be going to no jury duty. You have to go in there like, I don't know too much about the case, so I can't make a decision, but I'm willing to sit and listen to everything that's presented. When you do that, then they'll select you for jury duty. In Jamaica, them two there, I'm not swearing on no Bible. Nope, it's against my religion. Nope, I'm not raising my hand and swearing at all. Swearing is bad. And they just don't want to be a part of it. And the other one told the judge that he's having some financial hardships. And the judge says, I don't know what degree of financial hardship he's having, but he's demanding that somebody find out and bring it to him so they can see what they can do. Maybe they have to pay him money to take care of his financial issues so that he can come to jury duty. I don't think you're paid for jury duty in the US either. I think it's a free thing. And your job is supposed to oblige and send you if you work for somebody. Just know that, hey, he'll be away for a while on jury duty. And you get paid from your job the same way as if you were there. That's why Americans have an incentive. So in a way, it's like you're getting paid, because most of the places that they'll let you go and you'll still get your 40-hour work week salary, even though you weren't there. So in that sense, you're paid, right? They don't cut a check for you for being there, do they? Let's do this. They give you a little $20. Rotted. I want that. $20 can't even buy gas. It costs $100 to fill my tank. $100. Let's see. Are you paid for jury duty? If you are not regularly employed or you don't receive regular wages during your service on jury duty, you will be compensated at the rate of $15 per day for the first 3 days of service. Each juror who serves more than 3 days is then entitled to be paid $30 per day for the fourth day of service and each day after. So for the first 3 days, it's $15. And if the case don't wrap up and you keep going, it's $30 per day after that. That's what you get paid in the US, right? And this is from the Florida Courts Clerks and Comptrollers.com. All right. There we have it. So them get a little stipend. Them get a little thing. I guess, gas money. But I know that your job still gives you your regular pay as if you were there. And everybody there work asks, what's SouFLo? How come I not see him clock in from Monday to Friday? Him quit? And they're like, no, he didn't quit. You know, he's at jury duty. That check's still coming. That check's still coming. Oh, they pay your mileage also? Ragjam Rock says they pay your mileage also. Well, damn, they got a lot of incentives to be a juror in the US then. That's like a little mini vacation. You know they're going to put you up in a hotel, right? And usually you at the top floor in a suite. Yo, poor Jamaica. They don't have nothing for you. Just, hey, bring yourself, come a jury duty. Come tell me if that gunman I must get life in prison. People are like, nah, cause you not gonna protect me from him. Me know who that is. We hear about him already. So here what? I can't swear. My hand don't work. It's against my religion. All of the above. Oi, I have to laugh. But they're sabotaging this case though. This case I get sabotage. And based on this, it could turn out to where, Beachy can either walk now or he can walk on appeal. Here's my thing though. Not after that confession from the youth there. You see, the guy who said he was the one that was contracted first to do the killing, and him said the big man explained to him, because him say, yo boss, easy thing, we use a gun. And him said, no, don't want you use no gun. That's his testimony. Don't want you use no gun. I want it painful for her. Yeah. Let me tell you how I want you to do it. I want you stab her up in her chest area, just stab it up. And then I want you cut her throat. Just like that. And they did it just like that. He went to court and testified, right? He got 19 years. So based on that, I don't think he can walk. And then point out the next person, who is Oscar Barnes now, who is on trial with Beachy. He point out and him say him are the one who do it. Because me couldn't do it. So I contracted him to do it. And I watch him do it. And I instructed him on how to do it, how the boss did want it done. He got 19 years. Richard Demetrius says 25. He got 19 years. I don't know if that 25 was for something else. But that man got 19 years. And he is to serve, 25 days. Okay, something else. He is to serve 10 years. 10 years, that's it. He is to serve 10 years before he's eligible for parole. After the man got tell the judge, yeah, man, me instruct him how to do it, and me stand up there and watch him do it, and instruct and detailed this gruesome murder. But it was a deal that they made with him to seal up the case with Beachy and the next man. So there you have it. Based on that, I don't think he's going to walk, because that testimony is going to be used against him in court. And that man is already doing time off of that testimony, which means they bought the story hook, line, and sinker. So he might go to prison. But if they foul up this process right now, he could very well walk on appeal. If they try this case with a jury full of pressured people who they coerced and forced to do it, that's grounds to throw out his whole case. So then better be careful what they're doing, or maybe they're doing that on purpose. Who knows? That's the Beachy Stout update. The last one for the morning for us is the Donna, Donaldson, and the Noel Maitland update. I hear said Noel went to court yesterday. Noel Maitland went to court yesterday. It was supposed to be I believe it was a bail hearing. He went to court yesterday and breezed through the court and never stopped. No court case. The happenings that was supposed to happen didn't happen. Why wasn't he able to tend to the thing? Or them said them see my pass, but he didn't attend the court case as it was scheduled. They said it was postponed because him family never bring him clothes. And him couldn't find him clothes. You see, Jamaica justice system though. So I said to myself now, say, was he naked in his cell all along? Because only that way they wouldn't drag you in front of the court, right? In America, this would never be an excuse as to why your murder case is being delayed. Oh, we didn't have his clothes. When did have on all along? I'm sure he had clothes on all along. You see what I'm saying? Drag his ass in the courtroom in the clothes he had on, but nope. At that thing that said to Kaitai Jai, not Kaitai Jai, Vicky. At that me hear them I say, say the Obia clothes. You know them carry the clothes go on. Obia man, down a Veer, Clarendon, or down a Senton. Oh, no think me no know. Down a Veer, Clarendon, or down a Senton. Them say when them Obia man they set you set, you know. The two most powerful places in Jamaica for Obia. Down a not Senton, sorry, St. Thomas. My bad. St. Thomas, big up on yourself. A St. Thomas may I talk. Everybody knows. St. Thomas it is. Down a St. Thomas and Veer Clarendon. Them two places there. When them go there for you, things not gonna work out in your favor. I saw them say. But anyhow, they're saying that the clothes that was brought to the Obia man and him doing hush kalama hashka, something pan it, in him them never get it to him in time to put it on to go in the court. So it didn't, he wouldn't go. And because he wouldn't go, yeah, that happened. Remember, you know, belief kill and belief cure. You know? Y'all remember Smith? The preacher man from Jamaica there where died in the car accident. You remember him? Yeah. The man that had them fasting and have them feed them dumpling and mackerel juice in the bottom of the church. Him? Y'all remember him? Okay. You know, when he was looking at the people them in the church, when police line up outside, and him tell one man, say, cut our throat. And the man just took up a knife and just start saw. He cut the person's throat. This how much control he had, right? Them say the police woman that came there with him, when the police and the soldiers was converging on the place to kick down the door to come in, you know, call them outside and them say, come on outside. We're out here. And them call your name. And these things, we need you to come out with your hands up. Them said the man take off a cloak where him did have on a jacket. Not a jacket, but you know the long gown sitting them. You know what I'm saying? Take it off, you see? And then put it around the police. Him put it around the police woman. Them say take it off, I put it around the police woman, and him say, this, I'm cloaking you in the armor of God, and no bullet shall touch you. And no, that time gunshot a seal out the door, you know, because others were running already, right? So man, I take it for the hills and take it over the fence and everything. And him put on this cloak upon this woman and tell her, go forth and fight them bravely. I kind of equate that to like what people were believing at Obia. Yeah. Go forth and fight them bravely. You know what? Silk gown, daddy. No, me that sit down on foot. Me that say in a silk gown, daddy, hand pan Kimbo and everything. A daddy, me I call him now. You know what? Silk gown, do daddy. Gunshot. Gunshot were metal. That flimsy silk gown you give me. Him say yes. And you will be protected. So you know, say one time now, me not believe you. Me used to believe you before, you know. But me not believe you today. Me want you go out. You go out there tonight first. And let me see how it work. Because me not think my spirit too strong and it might fail anyway. But then again, it might cut your throat in there too, so she probably never said nothing. By the way, what happened to her? What happened to the police officer, the high-ranking officer? Was it a JDF officer? The high-ranking JDF officer that was caught in his company leading up to the attempted massacre at the church. What happened to him? You know, the light-skinned brother with the in the brown suit. I don't want to pull up in picture or nothing, because, you know, I like to walk around freely in Jamaica. I don't want nobody send them people after me. But it's out there. Where did he go? Where did the lady go? Is a police officer lady escorted him there all the way up to the altar, come out of the vehicle that this high-ranking JDF officer drove right there from his location to the gate of the church down a road, and she come out in her uniform and open door for him. Your Highness has arrived. And as he's walking down, she's walking and escorting him. And they said she arrived in uniform and she escorted him into the building. And then she went and changed into her gown outfit after. What them people that there? Him dead and them disappear. Why? You say Jamaica? You say Jamaica? Jamaica is a Netflix series right through. Right through. After I see that man there, I see him uniform and the kind of uniform I have on, I said to myself, ain't nothing coming out of this. That's the kind of man that they probably scared to touch. Nothing come out tight. One call for the morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo. How are you doing?
Yes, family. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm going to the work and listening, you know.
Seeing.
Yeah. So, let me say, well, if my first thing I want is for a Beachy Stout.
The Beachy case.
Yeah, you see, they can't blame the jury of them, right? Because I'm telling you something, the people are scared of them life. And told me, see it, Beachy Stout, I go walk. If I come back and kill one more.
I said, boy, me I laughing up, but me not say serious. But you hear me I say?
No.
I don't think him can walk based on where the other confession was. But at the same time, I think him can walk and appeal. If
he might go walk, he might come back and kill one more again.
Boy, me afraid to. Me not lie, me afraid to.
The next thing I want to ask you. You are talking about nowhere, Maitland. You believe in Obia? You believe in Obia?
If me believe in Obia?
Hey.
No, sir.
Well, let me know something so good. Me know it there, but me not believe in it.
Me see some things already too. Me have stories, but...
I'm going to tell you something. You really love them and them, them dead out already. Because let me tell you, we didn't know how Obia man is love, bro. You see, if you go to him, we do somebody nothing, he have one cage full of pigeon. You see, when you take out the pigeon out of the cage and take out it and take up a long gun, and you see if you let go the pigeon, I want the pigeon go up in the air, I want him fire the gun, you see if he shot panic, he take a case. If the shot miss, if he miss the pigeon, he not take a case.
Rotted.
And he might make sure to tell you. He's a man like this, he not take money from you, tell you where you go. He might make sure to tell you when you are left. Make sure you pay me, you know. Because you know what's gonna come next if you don't pay me.
No, all the man, I'm afraid of him. Me don't want your help, so me all right. Cause
no, but in there you know still, in there you know.
But all right, sir.
Anytime you fire the gun there, and if you take down the pigeon, until they say go on home, but make sure you know something when you pay me. But if you miss the pigeon, you not take a case.
Ross, I'll tell my own story now. You motivate me, so I'm going to close out with my own Obia story this morning. Yeah. You have anything else to say?
You see that the man and two men already need love and you know from cappuccino, you know so bro.
Don Karen, all right, now over here, I'm going to story. So stay there. Yeah, now when you come from here, brother, when you hang up your talk, all right, manners. Bless up. Hear me. That one here. All right, so Donna Clarendon, which part me grew up, you see, it's the first time, and I must have been like 6 years old or 7 years old, and at the first time me realize how long a human being tongue is. You see, a youth hang himself, right? And when him hang himself, I still remember when him father climbed up in the tree and cut down him body. One big tall breadfruit tree them did have, and I could see it from my back veranda. So we look over the gully now and we see them with them breadfruit tree. Me come out, me look, and my eye just catch it. Like it's either a scarecrow them put up in the breadfruit tree or somebody. But by the time my mind registered, I was a little youth, you know, me hear, you know, say I dead, somebody dead. And then me see people start gather down there off of my back veranda. When them father cut the rope, climb up there and cut the rope, the brother's body drop loud. Boof! And me stay up on my yard and hear the boof. When them bring him up, because of how that place there is situated, which part me come from, anybody who know Moravia, no. Soon as you come down the hill, turn off and come down the hill, I feel a house that they're right there, so, right in the church there, and I feel a house. If you don't turn a little bit, you're gonna drive straight into my house. So Them drop him right there, so at the gate, and I wait for a car to come pick him up. And me as a little youth now, me run go out there and look, and run come back in the house. Now when me run go out there and look, me see the man tongue but weird down here, so. Like the tongue come out with everything, and then the way how the rope when use singe up him neck. The day before him dead, him come on me yard. Him walk right up on the veranda. The house there, the veranda grill off right now. Back in a them day there, the veranda never grill off yet, so him come straight up on the veranda. Him say, yo, where Peter there? Peter, my uncle that's passed away. Him say, where Peter there? I say, me don't know enough. But me I look on him strange. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. I say, him say, where Peter there? I say, me don't know enough. Him say, when you see him, say, tell him, say, me no name 5 cent here, me name Ken. Just like that. And turn around and walked off my veranda. His father chopped him in his head and split his head from the center of his head to under him chin. Whole of this open. And this is crazy. The youth take cloth and tie up him head and tie it together and stayed around for a while before him go climb that tree there and hang himself. Backstory. Him go down a veer. A veer him go. So when him just say, left my veer out of this, him go down a veer. And him go down a veer, go beat up a girl, and was fighting off our father and stuff. I'm a bad man, right? And these things. The father is a known obia man. The father said, me I go set you. And me I go set you. So, well, at that story them give me, because me I pick them time there. The father said, me I go set you. And me I set you, make you walk, go back up a Moravia from down here. And kid you not, the man trip off him shirt and come in him pants, take out all him belt and hold him pants up with his hand, with one hand. And walk from there, come all the way back up a few side, up a Christian side there. So. And when him come back up there, the first thing him did was grab a thing of gasoline and spray it down around him parents' house and light the house on fire. Him father come out and see the house blazing, chop him in him head, him run way going at the bush, and him father put out the blaze, save the family house, right? That's when him tie up him head, go through the bush, come up on my yard. Is a obia man from Veer, tell him, say me I go set you like this, and you go back which part you come from, and your own people are going to kill you. And that's exactly what he did. Walk straight from there. Come right up here, so. Come set him own house on fire, him own father chop him in his head, and him go hang himself. True to life story. Anybody who grew up down there in them times there, you'll know who me I talk about, and you will know that the story is factual. Real thing. So me, do I believe in obia? I know that it exists. And I also know that it's much deeper than it's a very deep thing. It works, but it not only works for bad, it works for good too. See? But here's the thing with me: belief kill and belief cure. So do I entertain my mind with it to the point where like I'm scared? No, I don't. With that said, oh, this is my security system, people. Hold on. Hello? This is he. Uh-huh. What time? If it's any time around between 2 and 4, then I can't. That's the reason why I scheduled for early morning on Friday. That would be perfect. All righty. I appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye. All right. With that said, I'm a security system people. I try to get an appointment. Anyhow, with that said, We're going to leave it right there, sir. Believe, kill, and believe, cure. And to each his own, wherever you want to believe. Have a wonderful day. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Walk with God and be good. And remember, karma is very, you know, me laugh when me say this, you know, but don't take this for joke. Karma is very, very real. All right. See you tomorrow morning right here. It will be a start. So if your name is not in green and you can afford to put your name in green, put it in green. We're going to get festive tomorrow morning because I have some time and space. And if you want to miss out, that's on you too. See you then. I'm out. Peace.